I go live at like 6. Crash out. Crash Bandicoot. Crash out status. Hey guys. Hello. So I don't know if it's true or not, but there's this video I saw that there was like a briefing that PBS had aired, and apparently everything that they've investigated so far thoroughly with TikTok has no connections whatsoever to China. They said actually ByteDance is based in Bangladesh, not China. And the only thing that's linking TikTok to China is that the private owner, which we all know who that private owner is a descendant from China, is a descendant from China, but lives in Singapore. So basically they said they know how serious this is. They're really looking into it, but they said so far, like the way TikTok is run, TikTok Incorporated, the building that where the whole like everything is being run is in California. So basically the app that owns TikTok, which is like ByteDance, that's based in Bangladesh. So all these politicians that lied and said TikTok, that China has connections to TikTok, you lied, and it's about to get serious. So I don't think TikTok's gonna be banned. I know people are hoping it gets banned, but I don't really think so. Speaking on which apps, right? Because people are going over to Red Note. Red Note is not the Chinese version of TikTok. Red Note is not the Chinese version of TikTok. TikTok has a Chinese version of TikTok called Douyin. Douyin is the Chinese version of TikTok. So for everyone saying that, Red Note's the Chinese version of TikTok, no, it's not. It's a regular random video. It's like a random video app where you post videos. It's not like people are saying it's like Instagram. It's not like Instagram either. It's just a regular video posting app where everyone's going to learn Chinese, saying that's the Chinese app. TikTok has a Chinese version of TikTok, and actually there's a website where you can use to download it, but you can't log in because you have to have a Chinese number. So like all these people boycotting and saying, hey, we're gonna go to Red Note, within the first 10 minutes of this black woman being on the app, did she see racism, and she saw like a Arthur character that was, and I was like, oh no. I deleted my account. Like I understand that there was some people saying that, they was telling her like, those are people pretending to be Chinese, but it's not a Chinese version of TikTok. You just made some random app number one for no reason, when TikTok legit has a TikTok Chinese version, and it's TikTok but Chinese, owned by TikTok, and it's TikTok. And I forgot about this because actually there was videos that went viral like in 2020, I believe it was, saying how it's so much better. The Chinese version of TikTok has like better filters, the videos are better, there isn't drama, there isn't anything, and they were literally showing people how to download that Chinese version of TikTok. And basically you can get like a APK, but you have to have a Chinese number. So all you guys that just run and do things blindly, you made some random app like number one for no reason. I was one of those people because I was like, the protest, let's get this app because it's the Chinese version of TikTok. But I had literally forgot about Douyin because, it was so long ago when it was trending, saying like the Chinese version of TikTok is so much better. So all of you guys that, like, someone says, I hope she knows that we're going to Red Note. Well, go ahead. It's not the TikTok Chinese version of TikTok. The Chinese version of TikTok is legit TikTok in China. So I don't know what you thought you was doing. Like, you could still get the app, right? Like, I don't get it. People can still get the app, but it's not Chinese version of TikTok. There's already one, and it's legit TikTok in Chinese. If this app gets banned, the Chinese version of TikTok is still going to be active because they're in China. Mind you, they already got banned in India. Like, India doesn't have a TikTok. I don't know. You guys just willy-nilly download these apps and you don't thoroughly look at stuff. And you have to remember something. If you're downloading apps that are like in Chinese or China apps, you have to realize that their government, their rules, their laws, their regulations are different than America. If they don't agree with the LGBTQ plus community, they'll censor you. A lot of people have already started getting banned. One person said that their post got taken down for being like a LGBTQIA positive video. Yeah. If they don't agree with some of your core values, you're gonna start recanting your decisions on what apps you start, because especially because the Chinese government is heavily censoring on their apps. You're literally Americans joining a Chinese app, and I didn't think this through. What do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna get banned and heavily censored, because their laws are different than what's in America. And when you guys start getting banned for the littlest things, I ain't gonna say I told you so, because people have already started getting banned because they thought they could post whatever they want. That's not how it works. You have to live in China to understand their laws. And if you are breaking their laws, that's like going to a foreign country and traveling and not looking up the laws before you go. And some people don't, and they end up facing prison time in those countries for 20 years for something as slight as like having a vape. Some of you guys gotta look at these laws in other countries before you just start willy-nilly downloading these apps. Because China, they really heavily censor a lot of stuff. So I'm just saying, because people were saying it's not like, someone said it's not the Chinese version of Instagram. It's similar to all these other video posting apps, but it's another video posting app that's based in China. That's all it is. It has no affiliation to TikTok. Someone said on a live stream how they said how ignorant and stupid and idiotic you are for getting their app. They want no affiliation whatsoever to the TikTok ban. They already, man, they ain't like Americans over there because of downloading the app, despite some people say, oh, I've been welcomed with some nice comments, like I've received some nice comments from them. Yeah, but the people that own the app don't like y'all. You better start looking into that app before you just willy-nilly download it, because they don't want nothing to do with the TikTok ban. They ain't for this protest and get that app. Once I heard all that, I said, nope. I had to translate with Google Translate photos because I had to take screenshots just to deactivate my account, because for some reason, and also I had to shut down my phone because it wasn't sending the code to deactivate my account. And literally, some of you guys don't realize they hold on to your data and stuff. If you don't unlist your email, people could still see your email and have access even after deactivating your account. There was a whole list of things that told me before I deactivated my account. I said, I didn't thoroughly look through all of it to see like, oh, did I do this? Because if I have to go back, then I have to wait, because it says I'm too frequently asking for a code and I'm not waiting, and then I have to turn my phone off, and then it's just a whole process, right? That literally was a whole process just to delete my account. And I said, I'm just gonna delete it. F it. I deleted my account on Rednote and I uninstalled the app. I uninstalled it I'm sorry. Some of you guys need to really thoroughly think before you just start sticking it to the government saying, look, I'm going to give China my data by downloading this random video Chinese posting app that has no affiliation to TikTok whatsoever and is not Chinese version of TikTok because TikTok already has a Chinese version of TikTok. And if you really think about it, that may cause them to try to ban TikTok in China. Like, all you're doing, yeah, because I have a feeling the government will try to ban the Chinese version of TikTok. If this doesn't work, I know that's what's going to happen, because they're going to say, well, people in China are using TikTok and they have access to the data. That's how dumb these politicians are. I'm just telling you. Like, to be 100% completely honest, you need to thoroughly look at things before you start downloading, you know? Red Note is not the app you want to go to. I'm just saying, it's nice that y'all want to learn Chinese. People are saying Mandarin. I don't think that's Mandarin. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I translated from, it was like, what was it? There's like traditional Chinese, and then on Google Translate it says traditional, and then it says simplified Chinese. And I tried to, like, because I was like Mandarin, so I went to Mandarin. There is no Mandarin, so I had to like translate it with simplified Chinese. Like, I took a screenshot of the picture so I could figure out how to deactivate my account, and it was a whole process. And so then because someone I'm in a group chat with, they were live and they were telling people, do not get that app. Everyone's going over there. This girl literally had to respond because she didn't expect her video to get the type of comment she was getting. You can't, like, I'm so tired of people discrediting black women's feelings when it comes to how they feel about an app. If she does not want to get the app because she saw 5 really racist videos, whether it's someone impersonating Chinese people to be racist or not, that is her opinion. If she does not want to use the app, after what I heard her say, I said, I'm not using the app either. We have to understand that we should validate black women's feelings and not invalidate them and say like, oh, well, you know, why are you coming at her because you want to cling on to a Chinese version of TikTok that's not really the Chinese version of TikTok? It's some random Chinese app that is like a video posting app like any other app that they have. Like, y'all need to really get a grip on reality. And instead of doing that, you should be fighting to keep TikTok. Some of y'all gave up because you don't like content creators, but content creators and influencers are not the ones being affected. You failed to realize people losing their houses in LA are also affected by this TikTok ban, because not only are they losing their jobs, a lot of people in California are having their insurance canceled on top of losing their jobs and losing their house to a fire. And you're just gonna, like, if it wasn't for a senator showing people exactly the lives that are changed from this TikTok app, exactly the lives that are changed, exactly the people giving testimonies about the app, it wouldn't garner sympathy with people. Now, I know I was one of those people that's like, I hope TikTok is banned because what happened to me. And I understand there are those people that have had so much happen to them. They're like, yeah, F TikTok, I hope it gets banned. But if you don't fight, this ban is not only affecting TikTok. People fail to realize to read it. It's not only a TikTok ban. Any app that they deem a threat, they will ban it. Any app they deem a threat, they will ban it. Let that sink in. If you go to another app and you make it just as well as TikTok, they may say, well, look, they found another app, we'll deem that one just as bad, and it'll get banned. the ban does not only affect TikTok. Actually, it may affect certain games like Call of Duty Mobile. There was someone that made a video saying Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG Mobile, and a lot of mobile games are affected under this TikTok ban because it's not only just for TikTok ban. Any app that is located or indirectly connected to China could also face a ban. So, there's that. Like, some of you guys really just, I know you hate reading, but you need to read. Reading is fundamental. We're over here spreading this misinformation, spreading fear. The media's scaring people. People are saying TikTok's, all these people saying goodbye, TikTok's being banned. You gave up. You're weak. You're weak. You're weak. You're weak. You let the government tell you what to do. We control the government. If you put the fear in them and be like, hey, we're the ones who vote you. We're the ones who keep you in office. The same people that voted to ban TikTok was using TikTok. Make that make sense. You claim that it's not safe for people, that they're collecting our data and giving it to China, but you're the same people using the app. And there was a list of senators and people using the app that was voted to ban TikTok. My mom ate chips, that's why. What? Where'd you get that?
My lunch bowl, remember?
Here.
I haven't touched it. You can have it.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell you guys that right now. You gave up. You're weak. You think you're heartless. All you think about is content creators and influencers you want to stick it to tell them to get a job. No, you are not doing as well as content creators are. That's what it is. You're in your own way because you have to work a 9-to-5 job, because you don't want to put yourself forward to be successful. You just want influencers to suffer because you're not putting your best effort forward to be successful. You're in your own way because you won't get out of your own way. You want other people to be in the same boat as you. You want other people to be hurt just like you, which we'll go to another app, right? There's always other apps, but it's so crazy. Let me tell you something. I ain't give up. I said I hope TikTok gets banned because of what happened to me. But then again, why would I let the government shove me over? This is why some of y'all are never going to be successful. You let people tell you what to do. You let the government control you, they might just get enough footing forward to do other things to control your life. I'm just saying. There ain't no way I'm gonna let the government tell me what app I'm not allowed to have. No VPN is gonna work either. So for those of you saying get a VPN, that will not work unless you're out of the country and you have like a French phone number or a Chinese phone number or any type of phone number that's not American. It's gonna recognize you as American because you have an American phone number. A VPN will not work. So don't think you could get a VPN and bypass it. If TikTok gets banned on the 19th, it's going completely black. It is not going to be usable. Mind you, they were supposed to resume court today, but they're not. And actually, that press conference with PBS is kind of like, I don't know, someone posted a video, they had a press conference and PBS shared it. It's looking pretty good for TikTok. That's all I'm going to say, because the guy literally said they did thorough investigations and there is nothing that links TikTok to China besides the fact that one of the private owners, which we know who, Mr. Chu, is a descendant of China but lives in Singapore. ByteDance is in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is not China. It's in Bangladesh. So, where's the connection to China? Like, somebody's lying. The government wants to control us and try to censor us. Mind you, he also said in that conference, they're trying to say our speech is dangerous. They said the government does not condone saying speech is dangerous because it's a breach of our First Amendment rights. We have the right to freedom of speech, meaning that we can say whatever we want. Speech, they said they do not want people thinking that the government thinks their speech and how they talk is dangerous. Speech is not dangerous. We don't want people to have the idea that he said basically it's a breach of First Amendment rights because he does not want to have the definition, or not definition, but basically the label of our speech being dangerous, because that's what they're trying to say. Our speech is dangerous on TikTok. That is dangerous how we speak. And he said that he doesn't want American people to have that ideal in their head. So what he said is that it's a breach of our First Amendment rights. We already knew that. We already knew that they're trying to overstep. He said speech is not dangerous because you have a right to speak. You have a right to exercise your voice. See, but some of you guys don't exercise your voice. You get quiet as a mouse and you let the government tell you what to do. You don't fight back. You have just as much power as the people in the office that you represent or that you put in office. Well, not represent, but that you put and vote into office. You let these people tell you what to do, they're gonna walk all over you and tell you what to do. You let the government control you. You gave up. You just said they're going to ban TikTok. Well, let's just give up. Let's just let them ban TikTok. You have time to fight this TikTok ban. You have time. I will never understand weakless, backboned people that will just let the government tell them what to do. You've got no backbone. You're spineless. Imagine hoping an app goes because you want to stick it to content creators. Because you could make money from this app. You could benefit from this app. You choose not to, so you want everyone else to suffer with you. Nobody said you couldn't be successful. Nobody said you had to be stuck at a 9-to-5 job, which I'm not bashing people with 9-to-5 jobs, but no one told you had the right to be miserable. Again, you're the one that chooses whether or not you're miserable and not happy in your life. No one is telling you need to be miserable for the rest of your life, but you are letting people control your life. You are letting people tell you what to do. America is only going to get worse. The same guy, put this into like the concept of this, right? The same guy that was pushing for a TikTok ban is doing a 180, a reverse. Oh, I'm going to save you guys. You think Trump's gonna save this app after he was the one who started the ban in the first place? Y'all, like, MAGA, these dumb MAGA supporters seem to forget Trump was the reason why TikTok's being banned. He's the one who literally said that China was selling our data. He's the one who started this ban. He's the reason why TikTok could go, and then he said he's gonna save TikTok. Like, people would be like, well, Trump's gonna save TikTok, just like they believe Jeffree Star is gonna save TikTok. Jeffree Star ain't gonna save shit. He couldn't even save his reputation. You think Jeffree Star is gonna save TikTok because he went on some little rant on his live stream talking about if they take TikTok, he's gonna sue them? You're a Trump supporter. Your rights were taken away. You don't get to talk about how they're taking your rights away when you voted against yourself. Oh, that's my friend pointing to Trump at the TV. You think I'm supposed to sit here and believe a white man that fetishizes black men and can't even save his own reputation is gonna save TikTok? You must be loco in the cabeza. I'm just saying. And yes, I know Spanish words. Shocker. You must be local. Crazy. Insane. If you think Jeffree Star is gonna save TikTok, because I saw Rich Luck's video and everyone in the comment section was like, Jeffree Star is gonna save TikTok. What kind of a Inquirer headline is that? That is something the Inquirer writes. Jeffree Star saves TikTok. Make believe.
And the people in your live stream are hoping it gets banned because they want to see that you don't get money.
They're telling everybody that to get banned that, oh, now you're gonna have to get a job. These people are dumb.
They don't realize that we've been telling them that TikTok's not your only income.
You could make millions of dollars off of social media. It's a job. Why would you limit yourself to not make that type of money just by posting videos and doing what you love? Why would you tell someone to stand for 8 hours at a 9-to-5 job if that's not their dream? Why would you limit someone because you limit yourself? You're limiting other people. You're bringing other people down because you're negative, because you can't see past yourself to put your best foot forward to be the most successful you could be. If you just applied yourself hard enough to an app because you're not getting any views, you haven't gotten successful, so you want everyone else to suffer because, hey, well, I don't really care because I ain't doing so good on here. You want everyone else to suffer.
Only thing they're not thinking of, when TikTok gets banned, they ain't gonna have TikTok. They're not gonna have nowhere to go.
But that's not even the other issue. You guys scroll on TikTok. You watch videos. Who do you think is providing this content for you to get a load off your hard day at work? A lot of people use TikTok because they have hard times at work, and it relaxes them and it relieves them from what they had to deal with at work. You're the same people that benefits from the content, talking about how content creators need to go get a job. If you had the opportunity to make millions, everyone does. Everyone has the opportunity to be successful on TikTok. It's whether or not you apply yourselves, and you guys aren't applying yourselves. You're not putting your best foot forward, because if you was really caring about the betterment and the well-being of yourselves, you wouldn't be treating people the way you're treating people during the TikTok ban. You're letting the government tell you what to do. The government does not control you. You control the government. The reason why these people are in office is because you voted them there. They don't have no power besides what you give them. You're the one that's giving them all this power. You let them tell you what to do, and your life will be controlled forever by the government. They'll start finding ways to censor a lot of stuff, and then say your speech, your rhetoric, your freedom of speech is dangerous on other apps. Our freedom of speech is not dangerous, was what the guy said in the press conference. Obviously, your freedom of speech is not dangerous. Why? Because you're bringing awareness to politicians that are bad for America? Because we brought awareness to how horrible it was for Trump to be president, even though no one listened. Now we're gonna suffer for 4 years, but hey. But just like I said, if you're not willing to fight for an app, you're not willing to fight for anything, period. No one should have to suffer through this, considering the people that have their houses burned down. Their houses are literally burning down in California, and they're about to lose their jobs on TikTok. On top of insurance companies canceling people's insurance right before their house caught fire. What is this world coming to? Like I said, insurance is the biggest scam to ever happen to America. Insurance is a scam.
Yeah, it happened to my parents.
Why would you buy homeowners insurance for them to tell you your house burned down? Sorry, we canceled your insurance policy. There's nothing we could do for you. That's a very real life thing that is happening in California right now. People's insurance policies are being canceled and their house is burned down. So what are they supposed to do with the money they put into this insurance that isn't going to help them rebuild their house? Thank you for the gift points. This is real life. And I can't believe some of this is real life. And it shouldn't be real life. Every time I see someone like, I had to evacuate, I almost lost my, like, man, I don't know how to process. You know, I couldn't imagine, you know, the fear of losing a house in a fire or losing a pet, or, well, I mean, I lost a pet, you know, but I mean, like, to a fire, and all of this that's going on in California, on top of having to wonder if you're not going to lose your job to TikTok because it's being banned, which it sounds good. I don't know, some of you guys that hope TikTok is banned, I mean, hey, if it gets banned, it gets banned, but all I'm saying is like right now, is people are saying it's the end times. I don't know. We already started out 2025 to a bad start. Fire tornadoes? I didn't know there was such a thing as fire tornadoes until I saw that one. There's a guy, really religious. Now, I don't believe in well, maybe some conspiracy theories that turned out to be true. But from what he's speaking, he says Trump is the Antichrist. I don't know if that's true. He said everything that's depicted in the Bible or something about the Antichrist describes Trump to a T. I don't know. That man is hateful. A hateful human being. I don't know how people could re-elect him in office. The amount of hatred I've seen that came, yeah. The amount of hatred and violence since Trump has gone into office is insane. It's insane. All of this on top of Ash Trevino getting all of those jobs. And mind you, this is one thing I want to say, which I think people need to reel it back in. To say it's her fault they got arrested for carrying weapons they shouldn't have been carrying in the first place. If they have a license to carry, then fine. Don't blame her for that. But she's to blame because they wouldn't have got arrested if she had people wasn't running up on her. This 36-year-old grown woman is walking in a mall with a group of kids and people are running up to her wanting to fight her, and you caused these people to get arrested. Yeah, now they learned their lesson. They probably ain't gonna hang around Ash anymore. And I saw this because it came on my For You page. Everyone's talking about it. I really don't care much to keep up with updates of Ash, but there's so much. Apparently, now Heartbreaky has drama with Ash updates and Tampa Bay. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, the internet sweetheart got exposed too. Was not expecting that either in 2025. If you don't know who the internet sweetheart is, he's the guy that has all the tattoos on his face that was getting tattoos of negative comments talking about his sobriety, which I don't get why people bash people that literally I don't understand why people bash people who recovered and is sober. Like, sobriety jokes are not funny. But the internet sweetheart, he was the one who got tattoos of like trolls. He would be like, oh, well, CPS took your kids, and he would get product of CPS or something. He would get tattoos like troll of like the comments and like roasting people and dragging them. Apparently someone on YouTube exposed him and said all of those comments that was being left was by him. He was making accounts pretending to be people leaving negative comments. That's how he got exposed. Apparently, those comments were him commenting that. He was not receiving all those negative comments. He was making those negative comments. He was making those comments. Because I was like, dang, he out here roasting these people. I was like, dang, he's dragging these people, like getting these tattoos, like one where he got someone's dead grandfather. Mind you, the real people that came forward of the photos that he was using, saying, hey, these people think this is us and this is not us. He would then delete the video and his account got deactivated. He lost his account. So he went and made another account and put those videos right back up. You are letting people get hate for videos that you are using their photos and it's not really them, claiming they're leaving these nasty comments. You are ruining people's lives to make yourself seem like you're this guy that's dragging people when you're dragging innocent people pretending to be them. That's weird. And then making these people believe you're getting tattoos, dragging these people when you've been lying to the internet this whole time. That's crazy. Imagine someone loses their job because you pretended to be them and you left a nasty comment and the job finds out and they start contacting these people's jobs and you're messing with people's livelihoods and they have kids. All because you want to keep up your internet persona.
They wouldn't care.
No, they wouldn't. But that guy got exposed and I don't think he even cares the slightest. He's making money off of that. Anybody who's making money, they see dollar signs. They're not going to stop what they're doing unless people start calling it out. People don't know he got exposed. It's all over YouTube. I'm just saying, like, he's using innocent people's photos and he's messing with their livelihoods. That's not good. Just for for money? If someone, and I'm just saying this, it's a lawsuit waiting to happen. He continues, he's gonna get sued by somebody. And when he has to go in for a lawsuit and people realize that he's been lying this whole time and putting up this persona, mind you, he's gonna get in trouble for collecting cash apps under false pretenses too, because he was asking people for cash apps. You can't ask for cash apps under false pretenses. On top of that, when he went to jail, he had a girl running his account. He was in jail and this girl was running his account. You're just a lawsuit waiting to happen. He's gonna get sued, and when he does, people are gonna be so disappointed when they find out this dude was a fraud. Man, everyone loved this dude. He was going viral because people are like, whoa, this is crazy. When he got that tattoo of that guy's dead grandpa from like Facebook and he tattooed that on him, I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Come to find out that all of that may have been a lie. Yeah. I was like, what? That dude did not lie. Because I was like, internet baby. Because the way he was describing it, I was like, wait, is that the guy who was getting tattoos of people? Sure enough, it was. I was like, you're lying. There's a whole video exposing him on YouTube. Bro. Messing with people's livelihood for fame is disgusting. But anyways, TikTok's been going like the blaze of glory, because between the Ash Trevino stuff, the internet sweetheart, the TikTok ban, everyone's freaking out. People are getting more exposed left and right. There was this girl, I couldn't believe her mother said this, admitted while she was recording she had her child chained up in chains. She had her chained when she was a child, and she's an adult now, but she was recording her mom, and her mom admitted, yeah, I had you chained up when you were a child. And she made like a slight joke to like not be funny, I forget what it was she said. And her mom said, yeah, I should have made like the joke, like saying I should have chained you a little tighter or something like that, because she was really exposing her mom, man. That was the saddest thing. I'm like, how are you as a parent, how do you have kids and you admitted to chaining up your child? That is so sad. She has a case because she recorded it. Her mom admitted it. I think now she can call the police and get a case going. I don't know if there's much she can do because she's older now and it happened when she's a child, and sometimes it's like statute of limitations and stuff, but I really think she should get a lawyer involved because her mom admitted it on a video. I think she really needs to, you know. I'm not talking about kids again. It was a grown-ass adult, since you want to run your mouth, who was exposing her mom for something her mother did to her when she was a child, because she got her mom to admit on video that she used to chain her up when she was a child. So let's not do that, because that is not a fucking adult. You want to say, there she goes about talking about kids again, but the Discord's crashing out left and fucking right because they know. And mind you, Isaac, you keep crashing out like that. Oh, she called a black woman a monkey on the phone. Let's not lie, Isaac. People are on your ASS. They're gonna call the police. You're gonna be investigated. All that CP that was deleted is gonna come back because they can pull up data. I would advise you to delete that Discord and go away before you really have charges on you and the police are looking for you and arrest you. All the people say, there she goes talking about children, are the same people defending the Discord that has CP in it. Yep. You know there was CP spammed in the Discord. You don't call the police, you don't report it, you don't do anything about it. You're gonna be responsible. And let me tell you something, you could also get in trouble. If you don't say anything, you're gonna get in serious trouble. Because you were complicit, you didn't report it. Mind you, I've reported to the police several times, twice actually, and they really don't care. It's not gonna work if I call the police and say, hey, this is going on in this Discord, I can provide you the information, because they ain't gonna do anything unless a lot of people do it. So if I was you, people are watching, people have eyes on that Discord, and you're gonna get reported to the police. So I would advise any of you, if you don't want to lose your jobs, get in trouble, be associated with that, you better come forward, because if you don't, you're gonna go down with Isaac. And I don't know anybody that wants to go down for Joe Dirt. I don't understand why you guys stand wholeheartedly behind a Discord that has caused so much harm to people than it has good. And not only harm to me, but other people for no reason. I know a lot of ex-people have came forward on Reddit. It's not looking good. I would advise you, you think this is a game. I don't play games when it comes to children. People want to make all these jokes like that. She goes talking about children or calling me a predator. It was projection because of what they were doing. You're gonna get investigated by the police. You guys need to take it real seriously. This isn't a joke. And I don't want people coming blaming me. There's a lot of people that will report you to the police. They're mad enough. And actually, there probably are people calling the police as we speak. And that has nothing to do with me. You fucked up. Not me. So... I'm not gonna say anything anymore. Continue to crash out. Crash out, king. That's what you are. You're the king of crash out. Oh, Oh, she said she called a black woman a monkey on the phone. First of all, why would I call someone a monkey if I don't even talk to anybody on the phone? Oh, she groomed an adult. How do you groom an adult? They're trying to say that I groomed an adult because I said I don't have a real boyfriend. Me saying I don't have a real boyfriend is not being a groomer. That's dumb. Because you said that I was in a telegram with children, which there wasn't children in that telegram. There was grown adults that were close to my age, and you're trying to make them out to be children is weird. Because you want to paint this narrative, because you want to deflect from the fact that CP was recently spammed in your Discord, and you don't want to take accountability for that. So you have to bring up stuff about me from 4 years ago to make yourself seem like you're better when you're putting children in danger and constantly doing so. If nobody does anything, more minors are going to be put in danger. That's all I gotta say. You guys are letting things happen. You guys are letting things happen too much. You're letting people get away with stuff. If you really cared about minors, then why haven't you reported them to the police? Oh, but you're stuck on me from me defending myself from 4 years ago saying that it's true because people are saying so. But you don't want to do shit about the Discord. And they've already had minors groomed in their Discord. And again, here's the incidences where someone's spamming CP in their Discord and no one gives a fuck. Some of you guys prove you shouldn't have children. If you're not going to go out of your way to really protect children and really do something about actual people that are doing stuff like that, that's a whole ass predator that was sharing that stuff in that Discord. You're going to let stuff happen to your children because you're not going to report it? That's wild. And saying that I'm going to be a horrible mother? I wouldn't allow that even if I knew it. And I kept telling people that Discord was bad. No one wanted to listen. And no one still wants to listen. Isaac's the crash out king. He over there crashing out, pulling all of this shit up on me. How do you groom an adult? Dummy. Because I left a comment saying I don't have a real boyfriend as a joke? That's grooming behavior? How is that grooming somebody by saying I don't have a real boyfriend, LOL? That's not grooming behavior. It's a comment. Imagine people saying I don't have... There's people that literally say that, oh, they don't have real boyfriends because they're in love with like an anime character or something. That doesn't mean they're grooming. Unless the character is underage, of course, then that would be weird. But let's be for real. How is that grooming? He's really crashing out. Because someone just sent me something where he tried to say I called the black woman a monkey. First of all, you're a white man that shouldn't even be speaking, Isaac. You want to call out my behavior, why don't you call out the moderators in your chat for being colorist? Oh, here comes she called black people a certain color. Oh, here comes the comments from a comment that I addressed years ago on my live stream that I read, that I addressed and said that I never called black people that. Here comes the people bringing that up. Oh, I already know what you guys are going to do because you guys love to move the goalpost so much. Oh, let milk be colorist. Let all these people be racist and colorist. We don't care. And they're still continuously doing it now as we speak. This is not something I'm talking about from 4 years ago. This is an active, ongoing thing that they're doing. You know, I could understand if it was from 4 years ago and people got tired of it, but they're not holding themselves accountable. Didn't you call black people this? Didn't you say this about Mexicans? How many times do I have to defend myself from something from 4 years ago? Can you talk about something recent? You can't. That's the problem. You cannot. I'm talking about stuff that's recent. let me tell you something. If no one makes reports to the police about the Discord and CP, you're a predator. And I said what I said. And if you were in the Discord when it happened, you're a predator. I said what I said. You sat there and watched that happen, and then you tried to bring up all of this stuff from years ago. What does being in a Telegram with adults have anything to do with grooming? Because I said I don't have a real boyfriend, I'm grooming? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my lifetime. That's dumb. I don't know. Crash Out King's about to crash out. What else are you gonna pull up, Isaac? What else are you gonna say? Are you gonna bring up something else from 4 or 5 years ago and try to deflect from what's going on in your Discord? What else? That's not gonna stop people from reporting you to the police. These people that don't like you are in your Discord collecting information as we speak. And I'm not saying any usernames, and I'm not saying collecting information for me to report you to the police. You're stupid if you think you got friends in that Discord. I don't know. He's gonna crash out and find something else to post about me to deflect. You're making it worse on yourself. All you're doing is making it worse for yourself. I would just delete the Discord altogether and get out while I can. You better enjoy your freedom before you don't have it soon. You ain't gonna have your freedom. You've already lost that. He's gonna be investigated by the police, and then when he gets arrested for that stuff, I'm not gonna tell anybody I told you so. You'll still be here talking about me and not Isaac. That's a fact. You'll still be talking about me. You'll still be bringing up stuff from 4 years ago. Funny. Oh, Jesus. I always forget to charge my tablet. But my Switch is charged. I might play Mario. Get off and play Mario soon. But yeah, if you haven't, make sure you're following me everywhere. But I don't know, that conference, whatever that conference was addressing about the TikTok ban, sounds pretty good. So yeah, but if you aren't, make sure you are following me everywhere except Red Note. I deleted my account. I no longer have a Red Note, so anywhere else is fine. I have a fan base account, I think, but then I just deleted the account, and I don't know if my fan base account is still active, and I don't know if I'm gonna get fan base. And also, make sure you are keeping up to date with the Neptune app, because the Neptune app is about to drop in the spring. So, other than that, you know. Yay, payday! In 2 days, guys, 2 days. Wednesday, we need day. Wednesday is the payday. So, yeah. Payday. The greatest day in all of days. People, and this is another thing that people have been saying, why are you going shopping? There are things that I need, guys. I've already explained this. And especially because I have to get a body spray. I have to get hygienic stuff. I might get some stuff for skincare. Because here's my thought process, right? People are like, how can you keep up a skincare regimen while you're homeless? I shouldn't have to let my face be ruined because I don't take care of my face. I need to start taking care of my skin. And plus, I'm gonna have a place to be able to take care of my skin and do skincare. So, yeah. No, it's too late for your face. It's not too late for my face. All the people that be lying saying I look 40, that's a lie. There are white women that look older than I do. There are women in general that look older than I do. Let's not lie. Let's not tell yourselves a lie. Because nobody, well, actually, yeah, they was. Lots of people wasn't calling me old until all this stuff came out. You guys are flip-flop ass, two-faced ass fuckers. I'm just gonna say you're a two-faced fucker. Because nobody was being like this to an extent, except when the videos went viral. But a lot of people was defending me. The same people defending me flip-flopped. It was like, you're ugly and old. And those were the same people saying that I was pretty. Let's be fucking for real. I do not look old. Not at all. And I'm about to be 31. Let's not lie. You want to lie to make yourselves feel better because you feel old. That's got nothing to do with me. You ain't gonna tell me I look old because you feel like you're 40. Because your back hurts like it's 50. That got nothing to do with me. That's a you problem, not a me problem. I don't understand women tearing down women to make themselves feel better. And some of you guys look like you smoked 2 packs of Marlboros a day. Like, yeah. Why are we shaming people for getting old? That makes no sense, considering the fact I don't look old. Whenever people goes through trauma, that's also another indicator of aging you a lot more than you are. Cigarettes age you a lot more than you are. Mind you, the reason why I look the way I look is because I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do anything that severely ages you. When you smoke cigarettes, that ages you by a lot. When you drink, that ages you by a lot. When you do things that ages you, you're gonna look a lot older than you are. It is best you don't do that stuff. Smoking is not gonna benefit you in the long run. It's gonna mess up your lungs. It's gonna mess up your health. It's gonna age you. When you look at a smoker's lungs that's been smoking for years, their lungs are black. Why would you want black lungs for? Why would you even want to ruin your health to begin with? Wouldn't you want to take care of yourself? Like, I always hate people that assume people that are overweight are not healthy. That is far from it, too. Take care of yourselves. You don't, like, I hate having people expecting others to live up to a standard they don't live up to. Why do we have to live up to a beauty standard that does not exist? Why do we have to live up to standards of people who don't even fit those standards that they're trying to push on other people? Trying to say, you're a certain way, you're ugly, you're old, when you feel that way. You wouldn't even be put on the front cover of a magazine because you don't fit those beauty standards that they're trying to push on people. Hey. You want everyone else to be miserable because you're miserable. But yeah, I might have to get off soon because I think it's halfway, my phone. Also, I gotta charge it, and I'm probably gonna get on my Switch and play. But, you know. Okay, you're getting blocked. Goodbye. We're not even talking about this person in my live stream. You're accusing someone of something they didn't do, and you can go to Jungkook. You're letting the Discord come in here and tell you to bring up somebody charges when they're about to have charges, and that person didn't even do what you're saying they did. So you can take your ass and get out of here. Go. Good riddance. Nuh-uh. There's no way people are gonna talk about someone in my live stream and accuse them of something they didn't do. Blocked. You could get the fuck on. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna allow people to talk badly about people in my life. Go somewhere else and do that. There's other people for that. When you see a live stream of other people talking about him, go in there and do that. Don't do this in my live stream. I'm not gonna allow that. Go to someone else's page and do that. This is not a Discord. This is not a place where you bash people. Especially people that are innocent, because you have no fucking idea of what it's like for black people in the justice system. You have no idea. You act like racism doesn't exist. Not even gonna do it. Not even gonna do it. Okay, so I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna get off. Have a good day or night where you guys are. I will see you guys later. I'm gonna open up the chat, but thank you for liking, commenting, gifting, watching, and subscribing, and I will see you guys later. Okay, guys. Bye, guys. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Stay safe, guys. Please, stay safe. Okay? Hold on. I'm sorry, I got distracted.